Harihi Om Namas Sabhayai Adya Vartamana Katha Prasange Ramayana Upanyasa Katha Prasange Vardhamana Katha Sangrahascha Purva Katha Sangrahascha Namasabhaya Yatra Samagatebhyaha Sarvesham Bhaktajana Padara Charanayoho Vinamrata Purvakam Pranitva Ramayana Upanyasa Vishaye Idhanim Mithila Nagara Pravesha Vishaye Ekam va Chatvari Vartaha Vaktumiti Ichchami Kujantam Rama Rameti Maduram Maduraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Munisimhasya Kavita Vanacharina Shrinvan Rama Kathanadam Konayati Parangatim Namamitam Bharadagrajantam Padambujam Yasya Pavitra Kirte Manam Siva Shilayati Shrutinam Vacham Siva Matkula Sambhavanam Prushothama Adika Month का प्रारंभ का समय है। ये विशेषता 3 वर्ष के एक बार आता है। इस समय तो चातुर्मास्य भी संकलन है। इसी समय रामायण भागवत और वेद का पठन सभी प्लेस में श्रद्धा पूर्वकम चलता है। So everybody has to spend some time in rejoicing in the gunas of Supreme Bhagavan. So इस पुरुषोत्तम मास में ये प्रेक्षागृह में in this auditorium Hindu Temple of Lubbock प्रेक्षागृह में हम भी परमात्मा को स्वागत करता हूँ रामायण कथा प्रवचन द्वारा। रिपुरण जीत आवत प्रभु तुलसीदास गाता है। रिपुरण जीत आवत प्रभु सुजश सुरवर गायत सीता अनुज सहित रिपुरण जीत आवत प्रभु। वो लॉर्ड रामचंद्र तुलसीदास दोहे में कहता है अभेद भक्ति ग्रंथ द्वारा he says he is seeing Rama who has been victorious in the battlefield. रिपुरण जीत आवत प्रभु वो कैसा है? वो तो सूरजश सुरवर गायत। सो इसका कीर्ति पवित्र कीर्ति को सुर लोग रुद्र से लेकर रुद्र से हम तक सभी लोग उसका जश उसकी जश को गाते हैं। सूरज सुजश सुरवर गायत सीता अनुज सहित आवत प्रभु। So even Lord Rudra is singing the praise of Rama. How does he sing? Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamrutat. Everybody says that this Vedic verse is on Lord Rudra. Of course it's on Rudra, but there is also another understanding that Lord Rudra himself uses this to praise Rama. So that is what we are going to see. Always we also look into Vedas as well as part of Ramayana Grantha. So Sujash Suravar Gayat. So Tulsidas picks this up. Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukam iva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamrutat. Trayambakam, everybody thinks Trayambaka mane Rudra, Shivaji. But Shivaji will not sing his own praise. So Shivaji says, it is Rama I am paying my obeisance to. Trayi Ambhayam Yasya Saha Ramaha. If you take a nirut, what is Trayambakam? Trayi Ambhayam Yasya Saha. To whom there are three mothers. Kausalya Janayat Ramam Lalanat Lalita Kaikeya Saumitra Cha. So Rama has three mothers. Trayi Ambhayam Yasya Saha Ramaha. So Rudra praises Rama with this Vedic Sujash Suravaragayat Trayambakam Yajamahe Trayi Ambayam Yasya Saha Ramaha Yajamahe Sugandhim. Ram ka sharir to sugandh hai. Neelam Bhujashyamala Komalangam Sita Samaropita Vamibhagam Phanau Mahasahayaka Sa Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvam Shanatam. Tulsidas ka Sanskrit sloka. Neelam Bhujasyamala Komalangam Sugandhim. So Tulsidas uses this Vedic phrase in writing doha. Many dohas in Ramcharithramanas. So Neelam Bhujasyamala Komalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Phanau Mahasayaka Charu Chapam. Phanau Mahasayaka Charu Chapam. He handles in his hand, right hand, Kodhandam Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvam Shanatam Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. So we will track this Vedic verse because it's a Prushothama. So we will have the connection between Veda and Tulsika Ramayana. So Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. Pushtim tam vardhati iti Pushti Vardhanam. Ram kya karta hai? Ram humko ramayati iti Ramaha. Ramaha anyate ayena iti Ramayana. Ramaha ramyate anena iti Ramaha. So Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Phanau Mahasayaka Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvam Shanatam. So Sujashi Suravaragayat Sita Anuj Sahit Purana Jeet Avat Prabhu. He is Prabhu. So who sings this? No, none other than Rudra. Vaishnavanam Paramam Shambhuhu Yatha. Bhagavat, when it is finishing, it says, who is the great bhakta of Vishnu, Rama? Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhuhu Paramam. Paramam Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhuhu. So that is the reason Tulsidas begins Ramcharithramanas. It may be kind of disconnect. Why did Tulsidas begin Ramcharithramanas with eulogy and talking about the story of Rudra and Parvati? Is there any connection? One aspect is Rudra and Parvati are his Ishta Devata. Perhaps Kaschit it could have been. But the more important thing is Tulsidas to Bhakt. He is talking about Abheda Bhakti. He is talking about Bhakti. That is the difference between other Ramayana and Tulsidas is he is giving prominence to Bhakta. So when it comes to the greatest Bhakta of Lord Rama, it is none other than Shiva. We will talk about a beautiful phrase. Rudra. Rudham Thrayati iti Rudra. What is Rudra? The one who takes us away from our cries and sins. So that is Rudra. That is common Vyutpatti. Common origin of the word Rudra. Rudham Thrayati iti. Trarana means to cross. One who takes away from our cry, from our sorrow is Rudra. But Chitrakutka Ramabhadracharya, he is using the different way of understanding. Who is Rudra? Rodhati Ramartham Yasya Saha. The one who cries all the time, Rama, Rama, Rama. What a beautiful way. That is Sanskrit. Keeps on. Rodhati Ramartham Yasya Saha Rudraha. So he is always singing. He is always singing and crying about Lord Rama. None other than Rudra. Rodhati Rudham Trayati. Then you can also do this Vidpatti. Rodhati Ramarthameva. The one who cries, who sings the praise of Rama is Rudra. So it is perfect fit that Shiva praises Rama using this very prominent Vedic mantra, Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim puttivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat. Urvi माने पृथ्वी. राम के साथ किसका बंधन है? भूमि माता का बंधन है. सीता भूमि माता है. उर्वी माने पृथ्वी. उर्वारुकमिव बंधनात्. The one who is Sitapati, the one who has wedded the mother earth. Urvarukamiva bandhanat. मृत्योर मुक्षीय. राम का उल्टे करे तो मारा आता है. मारा उल्टे करे तो राम आता है. मारने से हमारे को तारण करता है. कौन? राम. उर्वारुकमिव बंधनान्. मृत्योर मारण से हमको निकालता है. राम मार. सो उल्टा करो. मार को उल्टा करने से आता है राम. मृत्योर मुक्षीय मामृतात्. सो राम आता है. सो इस राम को क्या सुमति महाराजन ने विशाली देश में देखा और उन्होंने स्तुति किया. राइट, ही सेज स्तुति. then they both walk to the Prague Uttara Disham. Then they go towards the northeastern direction of the Vatika Upavanam. गौतम के पास अहल्या को छोड़कर all the three walk towards northeastern direction and they are about to enter to Mithila. So this is the story we are into. This is the 15 sargas. From 51 sarga to 65 sarga, Sadananda, Gautama, our Ahalya son. Gautama and Ahalya's son is Sadananda, who is the Kulapati, who is the preceptor, who is the guru for Videha Raja Janaka. So he is going to talk about the life story, biography of Viswamithra. It may be, you may all think that what is the big deal? Why Valmiki alone, like Giridhara Das, dedicated so much of his time on Ahalya? It's only Valmiki who dedicates 15 sargas. From 51 to 65 sargas, he talks about the life history of Viswamithra. But each shloka is a way of life. You will never get this in any other text. 15 sargas he talks about Viswamithra because that is what everybody goes through. Everybody goes through this. Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Manu Mukaru Sudhari. Because he is a guru. But he metamorphosized from being a man with greed, from being a man, from being a rishi, from being a Raja Rishi, from being a man, from being a Kshatriya, then becoming a Raja Rishi, and then he is transforming towards Brahma Rishi. So, and then every phase in life, like we all see the mirror daily, Mukuru, we all see the mirror daily, but it has lot of dust in it. You have to keep on wiping. So that is the way of life. That again, Tulsidas does a great Mangalacharana. Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamanu Mukuru Sudhari Baranahu Raghubhara Bhimala Jasu Jodhayaka Palachari. Palachar kya hai? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. He gives, Rama gives. But you have to cleanse your mana like you are cleansing the mirror. Mukuru Sudhari. So the Sadananda briefs the life history of Guru because Guru ka vandan to itna parama pavitra hai. So this is what happens. So 15 sargas he is talking. So how does it begin? So what is the Purvakatha? We have talked about the killing of the driving away of Maricha, killing of Shubhahu, killing of Tataka, then talking about the story of Ganga Utpatti, then Skandaka Utpatti, then Vamanaka Avatar at Siddhashrama, then Vishalika Nagaram. Maricham Dhavayitva Makashirasi Sharaihi Anya Rakshamsi Nignan. Beautiful Sanskrit. Bhattatri sings Maricham Dhavayitva Makashirasi Sharaihi Anya Rakshamsi Nignan Kalyam Kurvan Ahalyam Patipada Rajasa Prapya Vaidegaham. All these 15 sargas we have studied 2 lines. Narayana Bhattatri sings, Maricham dravayitva makashirasi. Makashirasi mane at the end of the ritual, Shirasi end. Maricham dravayitva, at the beginning of when Viswamithra starts doing this yajna, Rama guards the place along with Lakshmana, and he drives Marichan away. Maricham dravayitva, to run him off. Maricham dravayitva makashirasi saraihi anyaraksham sinignan kalyam kurvan nahalyam. See, 2 lines. That is the beauty of great authors in Sanskrit. Kalyam kurvan nahalyam padipada rajasa prapya vaideha geham. All this what I have said in 2 lines. So there is a saying which I am repeating today. We have gotten so much of books and poems in Ramayana until Narayana Bhattatri. We have never touched Bhattatri, but I made a point to talk about Narayana Bhattatri's Ramayana, 34th and 35th Sarga. Keeps on giving. Imagine, even we are not having time to take all this. Today also I am going to introduce a very new drama on Ramayana, Mahanatakam by Madhusudana Mishra. Beautiful drama. So much. I have to be thankful of my forefathers. This much they have collected for me. Right. So, imagine, there is a saying that there's so much we have got on Ramayana. No other Granth. There's nothing on Bhagavat like that. Of course, Narayaniyam is a concise form of Bhagavatam, but for that there aren't many Bhagavats related. Whereas Ramayana, it is said that there have been so many books on Ramayana which have been lost multiple times than what we have today. And one example is the slokas from Narayaniyam and slokas from Mahanatakam. Very few Pravachanakartas bring about Mahanatakam by Madhusudana Mishra. So we'll take a sample of 1 of 2. So Kalyam Kulvan Ahalyam Patipada Rajasa. Again, every author talks about Pada Rajas, but for Valmiki. See, Kalyam Kurvan Ahalyam Patipada Rajasa Prapya Vaideha Geham. Why? He didn't talk about reaching Mithila. He says Vaideha Geham, the abode of Vaideha Raja. So why Mithila? And Mithila is the capital of Videha Raja. Why it is called Videha Raja? Because they are lived against the Swamini Latha always says you have to tell story, so we'll tell some story. So Vaideha Geham. What is Vaideha Geham? Means the home of the Videha kings. There was a king called Nimi. There was a king who was ruling that Prantiyam, that Mithila Desh, the northern part of Bihar on the border with Nepal. He was Nimi Chakravarti. But once upon a time there was Anavrishti. It was famine. So then they said, people said, you need to do yajna, ishti. Then, because there was famine, there was nothing to offer to the god. What he did, he gave his entire body. He just jumped into the havan. So he gave up his body. Hence, people who have come on Nimi Chakravarti's Vamsha are called Videha kings. Deha Bhina, Videha Deham. So this is the reason that started. And then since he gave his body, how would he create progeny? So God blessed him, and then from his Huru came his progeny called Mithi. Hence, the city is known as Mithila. Vaideha means the forefather, one of the forefathers of the dynasty, Nimi, sacrificed his entire body for the welfare of the kingdom. God was so happy, Paramatman, so there came from his Huru, from his Jang, from his Huru, a person called Mithi. So, who built the city Mithila, which becomes the capital city of Vaideha Desa. Vaideha Geham Bindhani Chandra Chudam, until Rama's wedding with Sita, all in one sloka. Bindhani Chandra Chudam Danuhu Avani Sutam Indira Meva Labdva. Sita marriage with Rama is one line. Chandra Chudam, the Shiva Dhanusu, Chandra Chudka Dhanusu, Bhindan to break. Bhindan Chandra Chudam Danuhu Avani Suta Bhudevi. She is nothing but Lord Lakshmi. Bhindane Chandrachudam Danuhu Avanisutam Indira Meva Labdhva. So Sita, who is nothing but Lakshmi, who is nothing but Bhudevi, Indira Meva Labdhva Rajyam Pratishtata Tvam Tribhirapicha Ramam Bhratruvirais Sadharaihi. All the things, they got married along with 3 brothers. Tribhirapicha Samam Bhratruviraihi. Everybody is of same valor. Samam Bhratruviraihi Sadharaihi. Sadharaihi with their wives Urmila, Mandavi, Sudakirti के साथ चारों भाई फिर अयोध्या आ गए. राज्यम प्रातिष्ठताः त्वं त्रिभिरपि च समं भ्रातृवीरैः सधारैः. Next 2 or 3 lectures, all this what we are going to talk from Tulsidas, Giridharadas and Valmiki and Kamban, it's all concised in one slokam. Maricham dhavayitva makashirasi saraihi anyarakramsi nighnan kalyam kurvan nahalyam patipada rajasa prapya vaideha geyam. Bhindane, beautiful poem. Bhindane chandrachudam danuhu avanisutam indira meva labdhva rajyam pratishtata tvam tribhirapi cha samam bhratruvirai sadharai. That is Sanskrit, Samyakakrita Vani. So, Tata Praguttaram Gatva Ramaha Saumitrina Saha Viswamitram Puraskritya Yajnavatam Upagatam. Tataha, always. When there is a pause. So far we have talked about Ahalya's story. So there was a pause. When the pause comes in Sanskrit, you start with the word Tatha or Atha. Tatha, first Ta. Atha, second ta. That means Subha, Mangala Vachaka, Thakaraha, Saukya Dayaka. Afterwards, Tata means afterwards. Tata Praguttaram Gatva Ramaha Sautmitrena Saha Viswamitram Puraskrit. Always they go to a prosperous place. In those days, prosperity is measured by the yajnas they do. So they saw. So they left the Gautama ashrama. Then they exactly enter into the inner ring road of Mithila. So the inner ring road is always characterized by this yajna. Yajnavatam upagatam. Okay, I'll try to do it in English because there is Ranjani's father. So I will try to do mostly in English. Ramasya vachanam srutva Viswamitro mahamuni nivesham akarotu deshe vivikte. Then Rama said, we are tired. Vivikte deshe, beautiful. Valmiki, you have to read the nuances. Vivikte deshe means isolated place. So far the Rama saved Ahalya. Then they've been walking. Itna dur paduche chalta hai na. He didn't have ratha. But there is a beauty. Rama did not have ratha. Only Giridharadas mentions. We have seen that. So this young boy, 14 years, walks. So he is tired. Oh Muni, I want to rest. So Viswamithra takes care. So that is what it is. You have to ask the well-being. So every pulse we will see. The discussion between Viswamithra and Sadananda, beautiful. Even what to cook. I should not talk to Gujaratis because Gujaratis Vaishnava meal is one of the best. So 3 times or 2 times I used to go to Ahmedabad. So Vaishnava Bhojanta Itna Tali. So but you will learn from Valmiki how he characterizes the 6 Swadhu. If time permits, we'll go through that. Ramasya vachanam srutva. Then Viswamitra asks, hey Ram, what do you want? Swami, I want to sit somewhere, so let's go some isolated place. Vivikte deshe Viswamitram anupraptam srutva. So they went. They didn't stay in the Yajnavatika. They went and stayed in an isolated place. News spreads positive gossip. So somebody went to Mithila Rajyadipati Janaka. Then, there is somebody called Viswamitra came with 2 young lads. Janaka did not know who these 2 young lads were. Viswamitram anupraptam srutva. So the word spread. Anupraptvam. So Viswamitra came, that news spread srutva. Nripavaraha tada. Afterwards, Nripavara Janaka. Shatanandam Puraskritya, there starts the dramatic discussion. Sadanandam Puraskritya Purohitam Anindamam So he keeps Sadananda, his guru. Sadananda is the son, Jeshtaputra. There are many, because we don't know how many children Gautama and Ahalya had, but Valmiki mentions him as Jeshtaputra. So Sadananda takes the step forward. Pratyujjagama sahasa vinayena samanvita. So Janaka follows Sadananda. Who is Janaka? Janaka is the king of Videha Raja, who is from the lineage of Nimi or Mithi. So he is a karma jnani. Janaka is karma jnani. Karmana eva hi samsiddhim astita Janaka. Lord Krishna praises Janaka. Karmana eva samsiddhim astita Janakadaya. Like those of Janaka, the Janaka people from the Videha Rajya, they are all into karma. Na uddishya, phalam na uddishya karma. So in Karma Yoga, which is the third chapter in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna brings a point to talk about Janaka. You have to do your duty, right? You have to do your duty like those of Janaka. Karmana eva samsiddhim astita Janakadaya. Why? You have to take care of the people. Loka sangrahamevapi sampashya kartumarhasi. You have to always sampashya. You have to always see the welfare of the people like Janaka and his predecessors. Karmana eva hi samsiddhim astita Janakadaya. Loka sangrahamevapi sampashyan kartumarhasi. So that is the hint about who Janaka is. Right. So Janaka is always about karma. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, there is a mention of Janaka. When there is a discussion between sage Yajnavalkya and Janaka, but my contention and my forefathers would not equate that Janaka with this. And then I will tell you from Valmiki Ramayanam, so beautiful nuance, why it is may not be exactly correct to equate the Janaka mentioned in Yajnavalkya in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, where there is a conversation between Yajnavalkya and Janaka. So Yajnavalkya was a guru for many students, including Janaka. He was a Rajarishi, that Janaka also. Then the Rajadhani of that Janaka was burning. Then all the other Sahapatis, all the other co-students of Janaka, that Janaka ran away. They took balti, pour water, protected everything. Then Yajnavalkya was sitting and Janaka was sitting before him, and he said, "Hey Janak, why are you not going and protecting? What do you want to protect? This Mithila this Rajya does not belong to me. What should I protect?" So it says that there is no bandham. There is no bandham. So he is so detached. Even though he is trying to do karma, karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. So he is an epitome of karma jnani. So people equate that Janaka, where there was a conversation between Yajnavalkya in third kanda of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is the biggest. Chandokyam and Brihadaranyakam are the two biggest Upanishads. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad belongs to Shukla Yajurveda. Shukla Yajurveda Upanishad hai. So there is a conversation and people equate, but it's okay, no harm in equating that Janaka. But there is a strong proof in Valmiki Ramayanam to say that that Janaka may be different from the Janaka, the father of Sita. I will say that. Because that Janaka was totally detached from the world. But this Janaka is not. There is a beautiful phrase in Valmiki Ramayanam. This alone we could take an hour and discuss, but don't worry, we won't do it. So Sadananda took the leading step and Janaka comes. And as I had alluded to in my previous lecture, there are multiple slokas, beautiful slokas talking about the guna, talking about the saundarya of Rama, which King Sumati did in Vishali Desa, the same ditto, but for one phrase. That one phrase is what people learned in Sanskrit. My father and others took it as a clue to say that the Janaka, Sita's father, might be different from the Rishi, from the Rishi mentioned in Upanishad. We'll say that. So, Imau Kumarau Badram Te. Why we have to recite this sloka? Tulsidas gives an example. Even for Tulsi, beautiful doha, even for unlearned people, even for learned people, even for me like Tulsidas, he says, what to say, what not to say. Whether if you take Tulsi, it goes. Then Valmiki goes, Kamban goes. Well, I don't know what to do in an hour. So Tulsidas says, look, I'm seeing Rama. When he's singing this, Avat Prabhu, Sujashu Suravara Gayat, Avat Prabhu. When Prabhu comes before me, I lose everything. Even for Tulsidas, even for Pad, even for Unpad Log, Kaise, you see a peacock. Even though peacock sur is not as good as cuckoo, it devours snakes. Snakes get attracted to peacock and then peacock bites them by its sound. For us, for Manush, we get attracted towards peacock. Whether he is a learned Manush, he is not a learned Manush. Forget all those. Even me as a Tulsidas, I get attracted to peacock. It's because the beauty. So if we are getting attracted to a peacock, like peacock's sound is getting attracted by the snake, why won't we get attracted to Ram? He sings this in a doha. So same thing, Valmiki does that 2 times in a row in Sarga 48. Again in Sarga 51. The same slokas are repeated because it talks about Saundarya of Rama, Azhag, Ramanudiya Azhag. Right? Imau Kumarau Badram Te Devatulya Parakramau Gajasimha Gati Virau Shardhula Vrishabhopamau Padma Patra Visalakshau Kadgaturni Danurdharau Asvina Vivarupena Samupastita Yavvanau Yadisraya Ivagam Praptau Devaloka Ivamarau Katam Padyamiha Praptau Kimartam Kasyava Mune Bhushayantam Ivam Desham Chandra Surya Vivambaram Parasparena Sadrishau Pramanengita Cheshtitaihi Kimartam Cha Narastreshtau Sampraptau Durgame Patihi Varayuda. Note this. This is where the difference comes. This is the phrase I am singing, which Sumati sang in Sarga 48. Varayuda dharau virau srotumichami tatpataha. Until then everything is same. Varayuda dharau virau is what King Sumati uses because he is a Kshatriya. Varayuda dharau virau srotumichami tatpataha. Sarga 48. Then come to Sarga 51. Everything is same. It starts from Imau Kumarau Badram Te Devatulya Parakramau Gajasimhavati Virau Shardula Vrishabhopamau Padmapatra Visalakshau Kadgaturni Danurdharau Asvina Vivarupena Samupastita Yavvanau. Then Parasparasya Sadrushau Pramanengita Cheshtitai. This is where the Pita Vatsalyam of Janaka kicks in, which Valmiki does it. Imagine how much Meda Vilasam he must have gotten. Instead of saying Varayuda Dharau Virau, he says Kakapaksha Dharau Virau. Beauty. This guy, he doesn't talk about Rama's valor. Who is this guy whose hair is just flying, Kakapaksham, like the wings of a crow? On both sides it's floating in the air. Alagalallalata gagani Aran Muniyetu Pongano. Alaka means hair. Allalata, it is flowing. Alakalallalata gagani Aran Muniyetu Pongano. Thyagaraja sings. Same thing Valmiki says. Kaka Paksha Dharau Virau. So how can this Janaka be this Janaka? Because he is attached. He is so much attached to his daughter that he wants Sita to be wedded to a Saundarya Purusha. Kaka Paksha Dharau Virau Srotu Micha. That is the reason. Even it's Punarukti. Punarukti is a dosha in Sanskrita. Swarnada Chalradu. You should not do. But they made it to show the beauty that he is Janaka. Even though he is a Karma Jnani, which in Gita Lord Krishna praises. But when it comes to being a father, that takes the precedence. Kaka paksha dharau virau srotumichami tattvataha. So this Janaka should be different than the Janaka who is in conversation with Yajnavalkya. That is one reading, important reading and distinction. Okay. Then Viswamithra narrates the story. Siddhasrama nivasam cha rakshasanam vadam tata. What did Narayana Bhattatri says? Rajas, pada rajas. Again Valmiki makes it a point. It is not rajas. Ahalya did not become a stone. All that Rama did was he saw Ahalya. Then Ahalya saw Rama. Gautama came. Then Rama joined Gautama and Ahalya like Renuka was joined with Jamadagni. So again he repeats to establish this is what Valmiki has seen. Siddhasrama nivasam cha rakshasanam vadam tata tatra gamanam avgagram vishalayascha darshanam ahalya. Important. Ahalya darshanam chaiva. That's all. Ahalya darshanam chaiva. Ram sa Ahalya, Ahalya sa Ram. Ahalya darshanam chaiva Gautamena samagamam Mahadanushi jigyasam kartum. Then we finished the episode of Ahalya, Ahalya sa, whereas only Giridharadas labors, Kamban labors. So Ahalya saw Rama, Rama saw Ahalya, Gautama came, they started doing the penance. Mahadanushi jigyasam kartum aganamam tata. So then we heard, hey Janaka, we heard that you are doing a Dhanur Yajna. So Mahadanushi Yajnam Vigyantum. So we came to know about your Dhanur Yaga you are doing, Jigyasam, to see that we are having so much interest, so we came. So that is the reason Balakanda is also known as Yajna Kanda. Because Balakanda is full of Yaga Yajna. It starts with Yajna of Devas. Then it starts with the Yajna of Ashwamedha of Dasaratha. As part of Ashwamedha, then comes Putra Kameshti. Then Viswamithra wanted to do his Yajna. Then Janaka was doing his Yajna. Then Parasurama was doing his Yajna. So Balakanta finishes with Parasurama Vrittanta, but Parasurama was always doing Yajna to take away this world, the entire world, wipe away out of Kshatriya. So it is called Yajna Kanta. From starting Adi se Ant tak Yajna. So Mahadanushi Jigyasam Kartum Agamanam Tata Yetat Sarve Mahateja Janakaya Mahatmana. So we have come to this Janakapuri. What is Janakapuri? Janakapuri is the delivery ward. We have a pediatric. So Janakapuri is called as a pediatric ward of great people like Sita, Urmila, Mandavi and Sutakirti. Mahanatakam. Beautiful drama, 11th century. Beautiful Sanskrit drama. Devya yasya vasana mudadihi pitika hatakadrihi Aharasindhum sagaratanaya swargam Magair bandhu krida shaila prathama purushaha kroda dramshtacha tasya sima matuhu jagati mitila sutika gehama. Sutika geham. Sutika geham means delivery ward. This was written in a dramatic form by a guy called Madhusudana Mishra. You know, it's Katak Patak Sanskrit, but I'll tell you. Devya yasyaha vasana mudadihi. Who was born in Mithila? Sutika Griham. There was a girl who was born in Mithila known as Sita. Who is Sita? Devya yasya vasanam mudadihi. Udadi means sagaram. Vasanam udadihi. Vasanam means vastram. So if you look at earth is always surrounded by water, udadi. So it is like earth. Sita personifies Sita as earth. The earth is covered by ocean. So since Sita is Ma Dharti, she is covered with a sari which is nothing but ocean. Devya yasya vasanam udadihi. Poetic. Pitika hatakadri. Pitika means peat. What is the peat for Sita? Himalaya. So Pitika hatakadrihi harasindhu sagaratanayaha swargamagai bandhu. What is the necklace she is wearing? Ganga. What is Ganga? Ganga is the one that helped Sagaraputras to reach heaven. See, ha hara hara sindhu sagaratanaya swargamarge bandhu. Beautiful. Imagine this poetry. 11th century. Krida Shaila Pratama Purusha Kroda Dhramshta. What is the playground for this lady Sita? The teeth of Varaha, Pratama Purusha. Krida Shaila Pratama Purusha Kroda Dhramshta cha. Beautiful. Ramayan keeps on giving. Krida Shaila Pratama Purusha Kroda Dhramshta cha. Kroda Dhramshtam. Big Gorapal, Tamil. Varaha Pandri inude Gorapal. Kroda Dhramshtacha Tasya Sima Matuhu Jagati. This Sita, to whom this Mithila is the birthplace or delivery ward. Jagatihi Mithilam Sutika Geham Ahu. So they came to Mithila. I have given the understanding of meaning of Videha, Mithila, and also a beautiful Kavi Prasam, dramatic poetry by Madhusudana Mishra, saying that this is the delivery ward for a girl whose sari is the Sindhu, Samudra, whose necklace is Ganga, whose seat is nothing but Mahameru, and whose playground is nothing but the Kroda Dhramshta of Varaha. What else you can talk about poetry? So, karmana eva samsiddhi astita janakadayaha. Karmana siddhi yogaha karmashu kaushalam. Kushala karyameva yogam. Yuj. What is yogam? Janaka did not bother about anything. He just kept on doing his duty. So that's what happens. Tasya tadvachanam sritva Viswamitrasya dhrimata. Then he says, these two Balaks are the sons of Dasaratha. Then Janaka listened. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Tasya tat vachanam sritva Viswamitrasya dhimataha Hrishto Rama Mahateja Shatanando. Then Shatananda, oh, are these Rama and Lakshmana? Then he got Hrishtaha. He became very happy because he knew the minute Rama and Lakshmana walks through their hermitage, her mother would have regained her pietic nature, pious form, and she would have been reunited with Gautama Rishi. Gautamasya suto jeshta tapasa dyotita. Then he became so shining in tapas. Rama sandarshana deva paramam visvayamagata. So he became very happy. This is what happened. So, Matrudevo bhava, Pitrudevo bhava, Acharya devo bhava, Atiti devo bhava. What is Ramayana? We said Ramayana is heart of living. Then 15 slokas will elaborate these 4 vakyas of Upanishad. Matrudevo bhava, Pitrudevo bhava, Acharya devo bhava, Atiti devo bhava, Yanyana vadyani karmani no itarani. Whatever people have said, good preceptors have said, do it. Don't do anything on your own. Which Valmiki brings in the story of Sadananda. He'll say, Apite munishardula mama mata matrudeva bhava. Valmiki Ramayanam elaborates. Veda upabrahmanartaya. In 3rd Sarga, Valmiki talks, what is the purpose of me writing Ramayana? Veda upabrahmanartaya. The Veda says matrudevo bhava. Sadananda did not find any fault in his mother. Look at the word. Apite munishardula mama mata yashasvini. This is Matrudeva Bhava. Let the world say anything. I have faith in my kids. I have faith in my dharma. I have faith in my profession. Mama mata yashasvini. ये विडंबना है. कैसा कहूं ये यशस्विनी? Doesn't matter. He says reason. Something happened beyond our control. Valmiki says, this alone, these people do not pay much attention. But I have labored, my father has labored on the conversations between Sadananda and Viswamithra. Life's lesson. Darshita Rajaputraya tapo dirgam upagata. Did she come out of her dirga tapas? See, the Adrishya, in Tamil Kamban says, Kallana Nindral. She was like a stone. So, this Sadananda says, that was the tapas, repentance. So, she came out of her repentance. Yashasvini, Mama Matur Mahatejo Deivena. Listen, why did it happen? Deivena Duranushtitam. Duranushtitam. It was a wrong thought that happened. Deivena, beyond our control. Something. Duranushtitam. We didn't know. But this came, this Duranushtitam. Anushtitam means karmana. This acharat. This something happened beyond our control. In Tamil poem, it's a great epic called Silappadigaram that says, Urvinai uruttu vandu urtum. Something goes beyond our control. It happened. Don't worry about it. Try to rectify it. The same thing in Sanskritam. Mama matur mahatejo daivena dur anushtitam. Matrudevo bhava api kaushika bhadram te guruna mama sangata pitrudevo bhava. Hey Viswamithra, Guruna, he is my father. Guru here refers to father. Did my father and mother unite to do dharma karyam? See, api kaushika bhadram te guruna mama sangata, mama guruna sangata, mata mama munishreshta Rama sandarshanat. After seeing Rama, did they again unite together to do dharma acharanam? Pitrudevo bhavaha. Then comes Athithi Satkadam. Beautiful. So, Tatsrutva Vachanam Tasya Viswamitro Mahamuni Pratyuvacha Shatanandam Vakyagyo Vakya Kovidam. 2 words Valmiki uses. Vakyagyaha. Then, hey Munishreshta, the one who spoke so eloquently. Can you believe? He did not curse his mother. In 2 Anushtup sloka, the entire character of Sadananda came. Vakya Kovidha. There are only 2 people in entire Valmiki Ramayan. Valmiki uses the phrase Vakya Kovidha. One, he is well versed and diplomatic in speaking. One is him, another one is Hanuman. In Yuddha Kanda, Hanuman ka adjective to Vakya Kovidha. Pratyuvacha Shatanandam Vakyagyo Vakya. Kamban says Sollin Selvan. Beautiful. The one who uses the words aptly, that will pierce through your heart. Vakyagyo Vakya Kovidaha. The same thing I'm quoting. Let's go back, step aside and see how beautiful Valmiki brings this way to talk. In Tamil there is a phrase there. Kelvila Thivrama, Pechila Tamadama. In villages they will say, how to be successful? Keep listening. Kelvila Thivram, Pechila Tamadam. Don't blurt. Just take a step aside before you answer. Which is what Hanuman did. Which is what Sadananda did. Only to those 2 people Valmiki gives the word Vakya Kovidha. Kovidha means who is capable, eloquent. Eva muktastu Hanuman Sitaya Vakya Kovidha. I'm giving you reference. Exact. Sitaya Vakya Kovidha. He spoke. This is what happened. There is a conversation after winning. There is a conversation between Sita and Hanuman. Then Sita, the person speaks to Hanuman. Valmiki says, which person speaks to Hanuman? Sitaya Vakya Kovidaha Pratyuvacha Tata Sitam Rama Patnim Yashasvini. See what happened, Ahalya. She stayed 10 months in Ravana Griha, but Valmiki uses the word Yasashvini. There he says, who spoke to Sita? Hanuman Vakya Kovidaha. Beautiful. That is what you got to read Valmiki Ramayanam like this. Life will Janma Sapal. Giti Shigrish Shirakampi Tata Likita Patakaha Anartagno Alpakantascha Shatadamo Patakadamaha. Shat. So you should not rush. Shigri. You should not sing where you should not sing. Giti Shigri Shirakampi. You should not do all this. Tata likita pataka. You should not always see notes. Anartagnaha alpakanta. When you have to tell something, yehi, Vasishtha will cry. We don't have time. Beautiful. We'll continue after next week. Yehi, come. Hey Kamadhenu, come. When he says that Vatsalya, that Vancha will come in the words of Vasishtha, which Valmiki says, yehi, come, ye Shabala, come. Hey Kamadhenu, Viswamithra has come. When you say yehi, you shouldn't say yehi. You should say yehi. So wherever you have to use that intonation, you have to use Shigri Ghiti Shirakampi Tata Likita Pataka Anartagno Alpakantascha. You should not use Alpakanta. Wherever you have to speak louder, you have to speak Alpakantascha Shata Yete Pataka Adamaha. So these are the 6 things a person who is talking, a lecturer like me, a upanyasaka, somebody should pay attention to. So this is what Sadananda did. He waited, then he pratyuvacha. Same thing, Hanuman waited. Then when this is one has to memorize these poems in Kishkinda Kanda. When first time Hanuman and Rama meet, such a dramatic confluence in Pampa Tira, in Tungabhadra Tira, in Hampi. Tam abhyabhasha saumitre sugriva sachivam kapim vakyagyam. Imagine this phrase. Vakyagyam maduraihi vakyaihi sneha yuktam arindama. I said only 2 people Valmiki gives the word Vakya Kovidha. 10 minutes will finish this. So then Valmiki explains why he said Hanuman to be Vakya Kovidha. 9 slokas from the mouth of Rama. 9 pearls. How one should talk. This is for State Department official. This is for Ministry of Foreign Affairs. 9 slokas. Tam abhyabhasha. Bhasha, abhyabhasha. Beautiful speaking. After they heard Hanuman speaking. Who was Hanuman? Valmiki says he is Sachiv. Sachiv means minister, secretary to Sugriva. Beautiful. Tam abhyabhasha saumitre Sugriva sachivam kapim. Okay. Vakyagyam. He takes the word as yajna. Krishna follows this. Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam. The exact thing Lord Krishna borrowed from Valmiki Ramayana. Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyabhyasanam chaiva. If you speak in a priya form, if you don't overbearingly speak, it's a yajna. Hey Arjuna, listen. Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyabhyasanam chaiva vangmayam. That is the way of speaking. If you do your life daily like that, that itself is tapa. Vangmayam tapa uchyate. How much connection? I thought we will finish how to cook, but maybe after next week Virama. So then he says, only people who have mastered Shastras can speak like that. Nan Rigveda Vinitasya Yajurveda Dharinaha Na Asama Veda Vidushaha Sakyam Yevam Vibhashitam. Only people who have mastered Rigveda, then only they can talk, because Rigveda needs lot of understanding of words. Vinitam means jnana of meaning. We'll give you one example. The Prathama Sukta of Rigveda starts with Agnimile Purohitam Devasya Yajnamritwijam Hota Aram Ratna Dhatamam Agnim Ile. The Veda says Ile. But in Paniniyam, there is no word called Ile. It is Ide. Agnim Ide means I pray. Ida. Ida means Idati means I pray. I give my salutation. Ide Dhakara. But there is no Dhakara in Rigveda. It is Lakara. So you can say Agni Mile, there is no understanding, there is no meaning. But you have to bring this unison. Dakara becomes Lakara because that is Arsha Proktam. You have to console yourself saying that was the thing which rishis saw. La is actually Dha. When you say Agnim Ide, then it gives you understanding. So you have to have this kind of understanding in it. This is known as Vinitaha. Okay, Yajurveda means Dharana Shakti. Because the same phrase will come in one place. Agnenaya supataraye asman viswani deva vayunani vidwan yuyojyasma juhrana menaha bhuyishtante nama bhuktim videme. This is the upasthana for Agni. Right? This comes in 1/5 Kanda, 7th Kanda, it comes in Ishavakya Upanishad, it comes in Rigveda. So each one, the Upayukta Bhaga will vary. You need to adjust yourself. So Dharana Sakti you should have. So one has to have that grasping power. If you have studied Yajurveda, you will get grasping power. If you study Rigveda, you will get understanding power. And then the eloquence of speech comes when you recite Samaveda, Vidushaha, eloquence in speech. Shakyam ye, only if you have done something on these three, you can speak. So this is how he said. He then says, why is that Hanuman is able to do this? I know that he has studied all these three. So that tells that you should. That's what Krishna says. Swadhyabhyasanam, swadhyaya karo, like we are doing. Nunam vyakaranam krishnam anena bahuda shrutam bahuda shrotavyam bahubhihi sotavyam. Nunam, indeed, perhaps. Beautiful phrase. Nunam means perhaps he would have studied Vyakarana, pass by. Rama makes a humor. Perhaps Hanuman would have also studied Vyakaranam. Krishnam Vyakaranam, entire Vyakaranam. Bahuvyakrata anenana kinchiti apashabdi. That is the reason there was no apashabda. There is no vulgarity, there is no apashabda. Na mukhe netrayocha apilalate cha bruvo tata anyeshu apicha sarveshu dosha na samvidataha. There was no way, there was no mischief, there was no unnecessary actions. Na kachit. There's nothing there. Avistaram asandigdam avilambitam avyatam urustatam khantagam vakyam vartate madhya. He talks in a same balanced way. Khantatam vartam. He just talks in the madhyame, in a moderate form. So this is there because he practiced it. Beautiful. If somebody says he is good in speaking, in all Vedikas, in all, like Kevatka Vrittanta, this slokam, everybody recites. He is Kalyani Vacham. When you listen to Hanuman speaking, it's like music to your ears. Samskara krama sampannam adbhutam avilambhitam. The phrase, the poetic phrase, in 32 words, Valmiki squeezes in Anushtup. Samskara krama, not only he read, he labored on it, labored on it, labored on it. Samskara krama sampannam adbhutam. Wow, mesmerizing. Adbhutam avilambhitam ucharayati kalyani. The word become mangala. Ucharayati kalyanim vacham hridaya harinim. When people do this, even diplomatic rafts can be settled. Ucharayati kalyanim vacham hridaya harshinim anaya chitraya. It's like the poem drawing. Chitraya kalyanim. It's like a drawing, Valmiki says. Anaya chitraya vacha tristana vyanjanastata kasya na aradhyate chitam. Who will not respect such people? Kasya na aradhyate chittam udyate ase hare. Even enemies, hare api, even ripu api will be mesmerized. Right? So, the same 9 slokas the Tamil poet Kamban borrows, and we'll finish with that. Beautiful. What to say, what not to say. It's Tamil. There are a couple of people from Tamil land, so it's coincidence. Illada ulagathu engum ingu ivan isaigal kura. When people like Sadananda Vakya Kovidha, like Hanuman, speak. It's like music. Isaigal Kura. Isai means music, patu, ghata. Illada ulagattu engum ingu even Isaigal Kura. Kallada kalayam. If people speak, you are known not by what you dress. So I don't dress flash. But watch, professors. Okay, so maybe we also don't make much money. That's a different story. Illada ulagattu engum ingu even Isaigal Kura. Vakya Kovidha. Kamban borrows it. Kallada kalayum. It will come, it will emanate from what you speak. There's nothing that these people have not learnt. Viswamithra, Vasishta, Sadananda, Hanuman, Rama. Kallada kalayum veda kadalume ennum kachi. How do you know? By the way you speak. Sollale thonritrandre. The way you speak is what you are. Learned people don't go by the way you dress. The way you speak is what you are. Sollale thonritrandre yarkol. Who is this? The Tamil phrase Kamban uses for Vakya Kovidha is Sollin Selvan. Yarkol is Sollin Selvan. Who is the guy who is able to master the word? Sol means word. Who is able to master the words? Villarthol Ilaya Veera. Is he Lord Rudra? Is he Lord Brahma? But he doesn't say, this is a beauty. But he doesn't say, is he Lord Vishnu? Because Rama is Lord Vishnu. So Kamban says that. Beautiful. You got to read poems like that. So is he Rudra? Is he Brahma? But why does he not say that he is not, is he Vishnu? Because the Vishnu is sitting. So he's telling, Villar told Ilayavira, hey Lakshmana, is this guy Lord Rudra? Or is it Brahma? Virinchan means Brahma. And then Vidai Valano means Rudra. So the importance of speech is what this comes here. So then Sadananda tells, hey Balaks, don't you know who this guy is? This guy is the one who created a separate Swargaloka for Trishanku. So now the story of Trishanku comes. 15 sargas is all exchange of ideas how one should do Atiti Satkara. We have come up to Martudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava, because Sadananda and Viswamithra are exchanging pleasantries, and Acharya Devo Bhava. So, Evam Guna Gunaihi Yuktva Yasyasyu Karyas. If you have the capability of talking, Valmiki finishes the 9th sloka as said by Rama, Karya Sadak. You will be a Karya Sadak. You will win what you want. Tasya Siddhyanti Sarve Arthaha. You will get what you want. Diplomacy. Karya Sarve Artha Dhuta Vakya Prachodita. One has to learn how to speak. Dhuta Vakya Prachoditaha. So, the way to communicate comes in the Vrittanta between Sadananda and Viswamithra. So next week we will not have the class, then we will continue. Pavamana Sutudu Pattu Padara Vindamulaku Ninama Rupa Mulaku Nitya Jaya Mangalam. Mangalam Kosalendraya Maganiya Gunabdaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Shubham.